know what they all had to do to get in. That's why they stick together. It's some kind of something here. And for somebody's situation, we got some information about the. This should go back to the Peach Pit. When was that? Was the 90s? Somebody is inspecting something here. Okay, these people are not going to win whatever this is. It's already written. It's not even nothing about being bold or cocky or anything like this. Somebody's being seen that somebody was plowing somebody or plowing something or working on something like on the low, trying to push their stuff like from the south to the north, or I don't know, something like this. Whoever this is, somebody don't want you to talk about this or know about this. This knife talk energy. They don't want you to talk about whatever this is. And somebody's grandma is in reverse here. This Guyanan something tarot reader. Somebody's in reverse here. These are a whole bunch of men working together for some. I don't know what this is, but somebody tried to offer. Somebody tried to bring foreign African devil energy in to turn their wife into a salt. This could be a spy. Okay. This could be a sky. A sky. Somebody's name could be Sky. But whatever this is, there's no weapon formed against this person is going to prosper. So they can't turn whoever this is. That all the money is from this family tree. That this girl that they tried to leave behind or kill or sacrifice to the devil. Then no weapon formed against this person shall prosper. And then we had the father looking at this person, hoping to be able to get the victory over this person or this father figure or this thing. Okay, this dark thing. All right. This could be also somebody, I told y'all, this is like, I don't know, this remind me of pork skins or the stomach, the abdomen. This is a baby collector. These people still at it. They still at it. Somebody's still doing, the animal kingdom is in reverse because these people that are calling themselves free or they're like on these farms or off the grid, this is what they coming back in guerrilla warfare attack mode. They coming back in to maybe take from people that they picked from the outside to call them dead or animals or something like this so that they can have access to their body or their vassal and take from them as they please. These is people that act like they didn't need you and left you for dead, but they always keep coming back. So these are people actually that you can get over them. You was never under them. You was never working with them, but they claim to be so that they can get things from you. Okay. Um, this is, yeah, something like this here. So somebody wouldn't be burdened. This could also be a man that can't stay away from you, or an entity, or a demon, or an angel, or a motherfucking celebrity, or a neighbor, or what. Somebody can't stay away from you. Okay. And they could have, why this person trying to defeat you on this side, here they go trying to take a baby from you on this side so they can use this baby in this next season of them thinking that they're going to keep you ghosted or keep you behind or whatever this is. But it may not be such a burden here. People want to come around and see what's about to happen with this here. Okay. Somebody could have took this to another land, to an African person. Again, they still trying to steal America's babies. You've been doing it for I don't know how long. And we got the sons of David here, the African, they're gonna have to give it back. This could be two children here though. These could be twins. One went to these family members here in the Carolinas, somewhere in the Carolinas, and one went to like Africa or something like this. And both of these children gonna have to. This is like keeping your children out. This is like you stupid motherfuckers. This is like Squidward don't even need the formula because you just giving it away to everybody else. You giving these children away to everybody but their mom, and that's why you about to be in the reverse. even these sword energy. Hold on one second, y'all. I thought I was ready, but I didn't even know about this. Hold on. I'm telling you, things been too calm around here. Um, the thing about these deities is they can possibly use vassals here, because just because I said God can't use a vassal, um, may not be able to be in certain type of temples or something like this. Um, doesn't mean something else can't try to use these people, but once you realize what is it, doesn't mean nothing anything to you anyways, because you know the entity being around you is not damaging you or harming you or something like this. mm, the harm is being done with your name outside of your home, by people that feel like they're um by people that feel like they can use their money to blemish your records or something like this. Okay, when somebody's whole entire existence, you can't do that to them. So my entire existence, it's not going to change me and make me go out there and just start, oh, I got immunity, let me start killing people. These is how these motherfuckers think. I don't think like that. So, somebody could think, oh, you're saying you have immunity, that means that you did these things. I still didn't do nothing. You can tell me I got immunity all day. I don't got the time and the energy to go towards somebody and try to just say, oh, well, I don't like this person, let me do this. Could separate somebody from these people. Somebody could be waiting for you to do something, or the police don't want to handle it. They want you to handle it so that they can try to use some other new code or something that they made up so that you could get in trouble there. I know it's just stupid. I mean, because like, let people, move the fuck out the way. You know what I'm saying? Move out of the way. This person is also having something to do with the death of this child or this daughter or this empress because of this empress in reverse and this high priestess. So there's a death here. This person is trying to go cross over to victory, but we got you killing your child or something like this that got the money. You taking children from this same child. You treating this person like they don't exist. You treating other people or putting money over this person. You're not going over there to get that victory. I mean, I don't know what you think this is, because I know that this Martin Luther King, my dad, is three. Yay energy, y'all all. These supposed to be energies that was watching out or something or whatever. Somebody knew somebody wasn't right about something, and the whole thing is we can't let this girl beat us. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we got the social here, the sociable. I don't know. This could be some kind of social function you had or something that might. You might be right. Excuse me, we might be right that something happened at some type of social or some type of event or gathering. I'm just getting right in there real quick. I really got to pee real bad, but I'm just trying to stall as long as I can. Yeah, something came out about what happened there. Justice, it was an injustice here. Okay? Again, by a king of wands that was in some fiery energy. And this person thought that they were going to have you or me, or this is a woman. Okay, I just got this too. This could be somebody, a sneaky person that tried to be um leaving you but having something else on the side on the way out. And this person thought I was going to have to beg them for money or beg them for alimony or beg the family to give me my husband's stuff, or somebody thought you was gonna have to sit under them and beg them for something, and you're not. somebody wanted you in that situation here. All right. I don't even like to entertain. I like to just say something like, I just like to say something like just to cut through whatever energy be people be, it's like you don't have to entertain it, but you kind of do. I just was taught never to just sit there and let no fucking body, I never been in my life had to deal with this type of psychological abuse. This is new. Um, but I do know that it's irritating. It really is. Okay. Um, but your response is needed to cut the air once in a while. It's something you don't want to entertain too much because, it's not, I don't like to invite that in, right? Like, I will not be colonized by whatever. You're going to have to figure out a way. If you creating a dome or something, you're going to have to figure out a way where that just going to go over everybody else's head. It just ain't going over mine. Whatever this lid you're trying to put on somebody or something like this, it just, I don't know what you're doing. You can't have it. It's like you can't have it at all. Somebody wanted you. This could mean somebody did do something to ruin a business for you so that they could have seen it going good, or this is a good ass idea. I mean, we could do this, and just like your cousin or something coming to visit you, and then they like, or you got people that got money and shit that be watching you because you always coming up with good ideas. They got the money, you got the ideas, but they don't pay you a cut. So say you think about something like, I'm gonna do this and then I'm gonna do it like this, but you only live in a little small poor town or something, but you try to pull something off that's like cute or something like this. These is people that are coming like, yeah, this is all right, it's nice and everything, something like this, but then they will go off and use their big money to do the same thing that you did, you know, something like this. I just don't know. But somebody seen this could also be this, whatever this array that was going on behind my back with my family unit, with my immediate family unit, and this coven of group or community and family mingling group. This is crazy to think that this shit go all the way back then. Because somebody could have tried to prove that you was lazy or something, but somebody could also see a pattern here where every time this person is making something happens. The person don't cry about it for too long. No, somebody is not changing direction and stopping doing this because something happens that's against this like something that's unseen happens. And this is why this person doesn't have one of them businesses that it's like, yeah, she started a lot of things, but ain't nothing been going on. Sometimes some people, you know, they invest a lot of money and then it go down the drain. For me, with the little business ventures I had, I took a teeny bit of money and then just made a lot of money off of products or things or something like this, right? A teeny little bit of money. And open up my little accessory store, my little purse and little shit store. You know, somebody knew that they seen the drive or something, but they wanted in the future for you to have to beg them for money. Or they wanted to, this is like I told you in my household, I started learning how to make candles. I was making really nice candles, okay? Smell good, everything. Nice candles. I could have worked on the packaging a little bit more. I could have did, but I was making some decent candles. And then all of a sudden my person like, oh, you can't make that in here. I can't take those fumes or whatever from when I used to work at that place and I had to use bleach all the time. It messed up my sinuses and I can't smell fragrance and stuff like that. But you find out that this motherfucker then invested in 10 other girls to make candles behind the scenes. They saw you learn how to do it, take your little chore money. Say this is somebody's daughter. They getting chore money. And they said, Mom, I think I want to start making candles or whatever. And then they start liking it and it turns in. Imagine that. Imagine a hateful, spiteful ass group of men or a father. This a woman growing up in a world where they know in the future women is gonna be fucked up if they don't, especially these type of women, if they don't get their gifts that come from their feathers, if they don't get the access to these things, she might as well be done with. Imagine that. Imagine every week when you give her money, she buy one little thing at a time. She buy the wicks one week, okay? Then she buy, the jars the next week or something like this. And then she finally learns how to make it. She's liking this, she is enjoying this, and your rotten, stinking ass, dead ass, want to come over there because of what somebody is just a fucking copycat. Somebody is a copycat. And your child trying to make this extra money so they can maybe go get a trade. It costs $1,000 to learn how to. We just making up something. Just follow me here. It costs $1,000 to go learn how to do hair or something like this for 1 year, and you get your little esthetician license or some shit like this. Mm, you go do all this and everything like this, and all of a sudden this person seeing you getting successful, and they say, "Oh, I don't want nobody making that candles in my house." No, no, no. I don't like the way that the air still smell after them candles is being made. I don't want that being done in my house. And you find out that the organization that your father is a part of that got the stinking fucking thinking like this, then invested they got secret accounts with your name on it that belong to you, and they took money out and gave it to 1,000 little girls and showed them after they watched you on camera illegally and watched your formula of how you made it happen. They went and invested the money up front to 1,000 little girls and then made and gave them your game plan, and then now it's 1,000 girls out there, and this person is putting them on YouTube channels or putting them in front of your face or putting them in your feed or something like this on like, oh, look at this successful little girl. Oh, she came up with this business all by herself. And look, she saved every penny of her chore money and she got this good thing going on and da 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 da. Right? Because some women didn't make nest eggs. They were investing in themselves right then. They were trying to, they might have had a little general sense of, something might change in the future or something. Let me invest in myself right now. I'm about to open up this door. I'm about to do this. And I'm going to save my little money that I get every week. And I'm going to do these things or whatever. X, Y, and Z. You a trifling motherfucker. You a dog ass nigga. You know what I said? This ain't even got to be nothing like, we ain't even talking about sexual or the lust of the eyes of thinking, oh, I want to do this, everything that your wife do behind her fucking back. Like you might be putting on her fucking dresses and shit then. You know what I'm saying? This is crazy because this is what somebody did. This is somebody that could have been a entity, a clone of your person or from your family or somebody in your family. And somebody just shady. I think that these people was turned into demons or vampires or something, and they were still kind of coming around you as a person. And then you might notice this is somebody that backed off of you. They wasn't that close with you no more, or you couldn't when they came around, you couldn't feel them the same. Like somebody could also be saying that you are social, and somebody else is antisocial. But instead of working with you, this person was investing. You come home, babe. We should open up this or something like this. Hold on 1 second. Somebody could be finding out. Somebody could be finding out that whatever dreams you were sharing with your person, an organization or a group was stealing this, or that your actual person was sitting with you, or they created this decoy spouse to sit around you just to be a microphone, a big old dickhead, a big microphone head. They created this. This was their idea to be able to stick around you and be somewhere else. And some stupid bitch thought this was okay. And then they was gonna brag once they got out the door and stayed in your door and did this weird ass shit. They was gonna brag about how successful they are, and how successful you're not. After creating this wealth behind your motherfucking back all this time, and all these other people knew about it. If this is women or overseas people, you were doing lust. You came to America to see who was going to be the daughters of the chieftain. These is people that we're not telling these people nothing that they didn't already know. So stop acting like you should have just kept your mouth closed. You shouldn't have said certain things. I don't even know the full truth about myself, because you should keep your fucking hands to yourself and to your own shit. And I know that my spouse and his family, whatever the fuck y'all doing, if you're innocent or not, and my family is already beneath me. You were supposed to be serving me, and you were self-serving and self-loathing. You were not supposed to have that access to me, but only to serve me, not to persecute me, not to punish me, not to whatever the fuck this is. Understand that I know that. I know that part. So I'm going to bring charges on you. I am going to charge you. I'm going to charge you. I'm going to charge you. And then you try to tell me that you wasn't trying to get your dick up in these girls, or these wasn't girls you done had your nasty dick up in. Because why wouldn't you want it? And this is somebody saying, oh, I seen the future. Well, if you say you seen the future and I wasn't in it, why the fuck am I still here? One, because this was about 15, 20 years ago. So I'm still here. Something like this, you know, what do you mean? Obviously, somebody lied to you and told you that I was not going to be in the future. I was going to be dead. I was going to be sick. These things that I'm not. Or you thought that I was going to say something offensive to a group of people, and then I was going to get kicked out like all the rest of them, but I'm above this group of people that you was slithering on the ground trying to trying to fit in with. So, like I said, this is somebody's mother as well that's doing this. It's an organization that happens to have your mother, brother, sister, cousin, auntie, neighborhood watch, motherfucker, your daddy, your in-laws, your teachers from school. Everybody is in this. They knew how bright you were the whole time. And this motherfucker, yeah, they was telling you, oh, you can't do that in here. I can't. And then you turn around and see this motherfucker on camera in some bitch basement, and they cooking up candles all day long. So you just lied. You just lied that it was something wrong with you smelling some candles, because you didn't want me to do it. Because you wanted to be above me. So I was your target. These bitches wasn't. They just some chicken heads that you was feeding some seeds on a day-to-day basis. Because that's what you like. You like a bitch that got to sit beneath you. And now you're going to be there. Now you're going to be sitting. Mm, now you're going to be sitting between. Ooh, girl, listen here. Listen here. Listen here. And these people have the nerves to put illegal cameras on you and sit there and let people laugh at you or mock you or something like this. But something happened. Somebody was doing something in the back end here. Okay? Huh. Tower in reverse. I feel like what somebody's saying online is okay, but it's because you got savage straight to intuition or whatever, streets intuition, taking my stuff and remodeling it or remixing it, or this other savage Malcolm X, savage, no, savage streets or something like this, the boy. Okay, you got you got somebody else, remixing my words and then making them a part of this group. Mind you, this group didn't ask me to be a part of it. This group is just a group of people that have been stealing from me since I was a baby, and I couldn't even protect myself. And so this group, they never asked me to be a part of them. Just a group of imbeciles, it seems like. Somebody's like, oh no, let's not take down the social media because they're just going to keep the numbers low and they're just going to squeeze all the stuff and make lemonade. That's it. This was somebody's plan from the beginning. These are not people. These people, they're sure about who they're working with. They're not going to work every day making people think and wonder if they're working with them or not. You understand? If you're confused, 9 times out of 10, you the one that got the juice. If you confused and it seemed like you people acting like they working with you, but it don't feel like that, then you got the juice. They don't have the juice. That's business. You can't fool me. And I'm telling you, there's people that got the mind that work for a business, and there's people that got the mind that is the business or that, hires those people for the business. The way that God made or the industries or whatever this is made us, you trying to change that. You can't change that. You can't change that. It's like you can't change that. Somebody trying to change your destiny or something like that. You can't change it. You can't change it. The inexperienced, okay? We got experiment in reverse, okay? A man without fear, all right? No, just because you done bought your way to the top of the police department, and you know that you can do any crime in that city does not mean you're a man without fear. It means that you're a man that paid a lot of money to be able to do whatever you want to do, like a big old baby brat that walk around the town and do whatever you want to do. And you're not going to be doing that to me. So that's just all I'm saying. You run around beating on your chest and shit like this with that little chain hanging off your leg because you still ain't free. You got to try to prove something to too many people. Okay? Any man that's sitting next to a woman and try to tear her apart, you a little bitch. You a hoe. You always gonna be a hoe. You always gonna be a hoe. You a little hoe. I bet you got a little hoe. You got your booty hole a hoe. You a hoe. And you knew that you couldn't do that shit in front of my face and do this whole shit right there, right in front of my face, because you know I don't play that shit. And you know I rip your motherfucking ass apart. Yo mean all this whole group. This ain't even just talking about one person. The thing is, we have laws to protect people away from people like you. That God didn't give you no gills and no gills and seals and deals this motherfucking time, so you got to steal them from other people. This a bitch asshole. I bet you he don't even dress like a boy no more. But he done sucked so many of these niggas that dress like boys and that's undercover dick that that they value you over the women. Somebody even sucked a lot of dick to make sure you can't make it. And they then waste all that motherfucking time. It's like somebody got free liposuction. I mean, free fillers on their lips. Mm-hmm. Girl, like I said, there's no good man when it comes to these type of works. You don't have to agree with me or whatever. So that's when I got to go ahead and stand. And you got a whole bitch that's doing it too, though. And then sitting here like, oh, we're better than your ex-wife. But everything you see, you watching this woman for the day she wake up in the morning, sit down and take her first shit and wipe her ass. You looking at every move so you can wipe your ass the same way. I can't take it with these people. I can't. And you supposed to been famous. I'm about to embarrass the hell out of your ass. And then see how famous you is then. Because to me, you're not famous. To me, these are expired family members and shit like this, hiding behind old customs and skin and all this shit. So something could have happened at that social, and this might be coming out, and this might be the last time that this father or this group or this feather or this demon or whatever is going to be able to challenge somebody or something like this. Okay? Because somebody could have discovered what these people plotted and planned here. All right? Somebody could have been watching you from the bushes and talking about you or something like this, or watching you from your smart TV and writing stuff about you, or watching your whole life and writing movies about you and you don't even know it, and somebody owes you something, writing songs about you or something like this, and whatever this is, I don't know. The inexperienced people are seeming to be on the top right now, though. And the experienced people are in reverse here. Okay. I told you the not or the experience that these people was going to be doing is what was going to get them taken down. They just needed somebody to come in this time and speak real about it. And that's why somebody keeps saying that you or I am too real, because they know that, oh, that's all we ever needed. And you didn't have to talk discrimination. You didn't even have to talk, segregation. You ain't got to talk about togetherness, motherfucker. You just got to talk too real. When you talking that shit like that, I'm trying to tell you, and you walking it. So I'd rather walk it like I talk it and be, a peaceful person until you do something to me that I can identify and I can respond to. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, what the fuck you doing it for? Silly? You ever seen a kid just fight in the air or something, or somebody doing something silly like that? You like, what the hell wrong with you? Come excuse me, please. We've been waiting centuries for somebody to tell the fucking truth. Okay. Yeah, look, tell the truth. Stop the steal. Kill Bill. No, I'm just playing. The bills. Because some man could be captive. They don't know why they doing something like this. Okay. So, but when I asked my dad, I told y'all that was offensive or whatever. But he was like, no, I don't mean that she's the one. I just mean that I have her handling something like that. And I just want to make sure that she didn't already promise it to somebody or something like that. Not like you have to ask her, can you come stay at that house? But I was saying that I had to ask her if she had already rented it out, like that or whatever. All right. But if I find out that my father been overtaken by some type of entity or spirit, then I have a choice to make. Then I have a choice to make. You see, there should be none above me. Okay, I have a choice to make. It's just it don't look like nothing, but do I even want that though? Because somebody knows you're bullheaded, or they know that you're gonna notice something, you're gonna go for something, but somebody trying to trap you with something. Somebody trying to trap you with something. Say this person raised a whole bunch of kids and they put them above you, and they found out all these people was murdering people or something in this community. Somebody is trying to, get you to, it's like reverse psychology, to come back and fight for something, but that shit is drab already. You understand? Yeah, something is garbage. Or somebody spying on you said you was a garbage here with this hermit in reverse. Okay. Or it's probably this person, this B. Olsen energy. That's who that looked like today. Who else is under here? Four Swords, the Chariot. Some entity keep chasing people away, or somebody keep coming in and stealing something from you, and then saying that you can't live without them. When you've never had access to this being or this deity or this entity, but they've always had access to seemingly take something from you. And then I think this is the Four of Swords here. With this person with this little gun trying to stand up to whatever this is right here. Kind of look like the Tower. So there's some heavy alien influence or activity or something here. These could be, you know, whoever this is that keep coming in, maybe running off with something. This person is garbage, you know, or this aliens, whatever these big aliens is or something. They trying to call you garbage, but they have all this equipment or all this something. And like, look at them. Look at them. Like, it's like what you're doing is trash. It's trashy. What somebody dresses very fancy and expensive, but what they're doing is trashy, which then makes them trash. That's why I keep saying it's like overboard because when she when she was like wearing those like $1 million earrings and stuff like this, doing that expensive shoes and everything. And then when she got with that family, she just was dressing like a mom do. You know, her clothes was not looking like that and stuff like that no more. But when that guy came to fix her cabinet or create that oak cabinet for she could keep her clothes in there on the boat, um, he was just like a regular old looking scruffy dude, and she was kind of like treating him badly. Okay, this people will come with you with bad intentions or something or energy, and you'll spot it and you'll treat them the way that whatever, and then they'll try to use that to have a reason to abuse somebody here. Mm. Well, let's see about who is this chariot energy. All right. That's why I said, nigga, if you got all these people rallying up against a woman over here, you already beneath this person. And I'm telling you, this is somebody that offered up their wife to men or sent these men in to the wife, you know, or something like this to befriend her or try to beguile her or him or whoever this is. And it just gonna make this person look stupid in the end. Yeah, that'd be weird. You live with somebody, they act like, oh, I just stay here all day and I go to work. I don't even ask for nothing. I don't do nothing. But you out there doing every fucking thing in the world with everybody else. You got another body you can jump into, you know, and then you out there doing this. And not only that, you're trying to harm me. Ten of Swords, there's an ending here. And I don't want to hear about that pound cake stuff because I've never been in jail. Somebody trying to say you was in jail and like on Empire when Pound Cake was in jail, that big fat girl and that very rich. This could be like a Lucien or whatever fuck his name is. Somebody been taking somebody fucking kids or something like this. Somebody been using experiment to something like this. But somebody could only be telling on this person because they was mad because they wasn't getting access to your womb. Before this person was doing it, somebody else was doing it. That's why I said this motherfucking Lucien person remind me of Jerry Springer. And once I don't have to tell the world every fucking time when I see something that look weird, motherfucker. Once I see your play face or something like this, I can't take nothing you doing serious. I own your ass right there and there. You understand? Somebody saying, "Oh, it's over" or something. Yeah, for whoever the male is in this situation. You know, one thing you better do, don't ever put your woman, don't ever try to make yourself the everything for a woman and then slowly, and she intuitive and you slowly try to tear around everything around her. It could work for 10 years, 50, 20 years, 30 years or something. But don't ever put her in that fucking situation because she'll show you overnight how much you, your family, this community, or whatever this is that you did not protect her from, what the fuck how you much you really motherfucking matter. You understand? So you better hope. Because this could be a group of people doing this to you, but it resembles your husband because your husband could have died at the hands of these people because he was standing up for you. You understand? There's many ways that this shit can play out. The point is you need to protect your motherfucking self. All right? And set the record straight. My slang, the way I talk, what I'm saying, none of that is going to disqualify me from being the most high where God placed me. You understand? You want to talk to me in that, you talk to me in that, wait, excuse me, Pope, because Christ is here talking now. So excuse me. When I'm there and I'm walking around in that robe, you could talk to me and then you could question me and then you could look at me and you could whatever. You ain't going to be able to do nothing about it, but whatever. You know what I'm saying? Excuse me. Right now I'm talking to these people. Right now I'm talking to these people. We got the stars, something hidden. Could be some type of victory here over a King of Pentacles. Or at least this company gonna have to let you in on your cut. Y'all ain't got to talk to each other at all, motherfucker. You better let me. People say, "Oh, you want to say?" No, I don't want to. No, 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 no. I'm not leaving nowhere without nothing after what was invested of my time or energy or something into something. This is what this is. This is pure, disgusting greed. This was somebody else's child or something. This King of Pentacles could be stealing somebody's child. This don't have to be my family at all. This could be yours. Some King of Pentacles was doing something illegal with somebody's babies or something like this here. And the Queen of Swords putting a stop to that shit right now. Nigga, you can't have no baby. What the fuck is you doing? Yeah, I'm telling you, these is foreign something, and even on domestic soil. You understand? But this is terrorism, motherfucker. You gonna die. You about to be really burdened. Somebody could be married to women in another land, and they could be getting this money. Yeah, somebody's blocking something. They don't want somebody to see all these women or something like this. That they was, or they not friends with these people they couldn't let out in the cold. You know, somebody can't bunch everybody with the rest. You know, something like that here. This Queen of Cups, okay. This Queen of Cups about to lose their position. I think a Queen of Cups is dealing with somebody's child. This Queen of Cups could be this motherfucking Gemini. 2, Pisces. We got Justice here. Okay. Yeah. If somebody is wrong, because nigga, if you ain't sitting next to me working with me and we ain't talking our shit together, like you another motherfucking individual sitting next to me and we talking our shit together to these niggas, then you ain't with me. Yeah, that's how I feel. You need to know it. Justice energy. Somebody being enlightened about something here. If I can feel another bitch. See, somebody didn't lie to you about some kind of spirituality. I know it's just technology. Y'all don't have spirituality. You just got technology. You could just like me stubbing my toe. Oh, unless you want to hit your toe on a rock or something like this in the Bible. You were watching me that fucking closely that you knew today I was gonna stub my toe, and so you created a false narrative around it to try to make when you show people me on camera. See what I told you? I told you the person gonna stub the toe. Like, I just cannot take it with y'all. I mean, I'm just not gonna do it. Like when I'm talking like this, that means your shit is over. You understand? Just stop doing what you're doing. Stop what you're doing. On site. That's what this on site really should mean. Motherfucker could have wrote that shit, knew exactly what they thought it mean, and I'm telling you the real reason what it mean. Because you thought you were about to be the winner of some shit. And I'm telling you what it really about to be meaning. That's the other half. That's the other half. I don't work with people that it feel like I'm working against or they working against me. No. Somebody is in reverse. This Pam energy. My name could be Pam. Something like this here. Crafty counsel. Like, I don't know what these people thought. The way that when they started doing what they was doing and they let somebody's spouse in or they harmed somebody's spouse and took over their body, somebody did something. The game changed. You didn't see it? Oh. You didn't see it? That somebody lost their protection. Ouch. Let me get my dummy hand together. Somebody lost their protection. Queen of Pentacles, they're not like looking at stately women anymore. They're looked at as mistresses or whores, which were a whole group of people that would connect themselves to somebody's husband that thought that they was only their husband or something like this, or use a death certificate to raise up a husband from dead and give them the name and everything, and have this man walking around here supporting all these women except for the woman of the real man that could have passed away or something like this. These you just a mistress. You don't get no motherfucking titles. Somebody's also saying you shouldn't have did this because this could be people that was seen around this person at some point in time here. Somebody is also saying Islam, you shouldn't have stopped taking care of home or cooking or something like this. But this is not Islam. Islam is not welcome here on this note. You would have to make a different Islam, nigga, that would have you bowing down to me for you to be okay to be here. You understand? That this is one nation under God. That's the kind. So, cause my man ain't never been no motherfucking Muslim. So that's an infidelity. That's a Jezebel. If you was secretly in Islam, why would you expect me to follow Islam? If you wasn't in Islam, with my play sister or my fake sister Nina, her man was Islam, so she stopped eating pork. There was things she didn't cover herself or nothing like this, but she stopped eating pork. So you see what I'm saying? Somebody's like, you shouldn't have stopped doing these things or something like this. Okay, you was not protected because of these things, but these are people that don't have eyes to see. There's other shit that somebody had to go and get and retrieve from their inner guts because their life changed overnight, and they had to go savage in a sense, the real kind, on yourself, not other motherfuckers, and not worry about other motherfuckers. You see? Yeah. So we got the Emperor in reverse here. Somebody could have took down your daddy or something so that they could be the man or something like this. But you don't want to be with this man. You was never married to this man. It's marriage fraud. It's marriage fraud. These men are trying to say that other people, they're opening up the tents of women and letting men in on women in 2025, that women that don't have no idea about this secret cult or something, they're opening up the door and letting them in on other people's women, other people's wife and children, and they're calling themselves leaders, and they're thinking that they're making up relationships for real. Get your motherfucking ass up out of here. Get your motherfucking ass up out of here. You going in other people's houses, opening up their doors and opening up their legs and opening up their mouth and putting drugs in their mouth and letting men poke around between their legs or sniff around them or something like this. Like we from the fuck third world country, bitch. And you trying to file some paper and documents or something like this to lash this woman's money up forcibly to motherfucking strangers and men that she would never deal with. And you call yourself a man, bitch? Lay down and let me put the sword on your throat. You fucking chicken head. You forcibly taking these children out of the womb and taking them to a place and say, see, this woman was infidelity. Nigga die. That's what's about to happen to you. That's what you about to have happen to you. I don't give a fuck if you just if you look like this thing or whatever this is. Get your motherfucking ass up out of here. It's even more of a reason why you should not be, or this tentacle, why you should not be in charge around here. Not when it comes to me and mine. And if you got these tentacles and these spaceships, bitch, you can go right over there and get my motherfucking kids and load them back up over here that's under the age of 15. And you can put them right in the motherfucking, you could bring them right to me and let me figure what I'm about to do. Because I'd rather my children be in a orphanage. I would rather go ahead, like you building prisons, I will go build orphanages again, and I will put my children in there before I let them sit over there with your whatever the fuck you got going on. I'm sorry, I'm not going to do it. This could be like Oprah and her girl schools or something like this. Yeah, I'm not doing it. You're not doing it or something like this. That's what I'm saying. Somebody could have left you something like a Oprah's damn girl school, and this is what these people been doing here. Let me get off of here, y'all. My chest is like burning or something like this. Let me get up off of here. Mm-mm-mm. Let me see. Hold on.